Last April, when I was 29, I made a mistake. I had an affair. It started after meeting someone at my fiancé's friend's wedding. It was brief, just over 6 weeks. At the time, I convinced myself it was only physical. No emotions, no attachments, no future. I told myself I still loved my fiancé, that this was only a lapse in judgment, nothing that would truly change us. Eventually, the affair ended and we cut all ties. But deep down, I never fully let go. Sometimes he would send me explicit photos and I would reply. I brushed it off, telling myself it wasn't really cheating since the physical part was over. But I was wrong. Completely wrong. Last week, my fiancé discovered those messages and photos. The truth exploded in front of us. I had never seen someone so heartbroken. He didn't yell or argue. He simply packed his things and left that same night. Since then, I've tried everything to reach him. Calls, texts, even asking mutual friends for help. At first, he lashed out in anger. Now he's cut me off entirely. Blocked me everywhere. Feels like I don't exist. We haven't spoken since, and I don't know what comes next. I'm drowning in silence, clinging to even the faintest chance that there's hope. The hardest part is realizing how naive I was. I used to believe infidelity didn't have to mean the end. That with love, honesty, and effort, wounds could be healed. I thought forgiveness was always possible if the bond was strong enough. I wanted to believe that. Maybe part of me still does. But now, standing on the other side, I see how different reality is. The pain, the betrayal, it runs far deeper than I imagined. To me, the affair had seemed distant, almost meaningless. But to him, it destroyed everything we built. And the fact that I still entertained contact, even while we were planning our wedding, made it worse. I thought the absence of feelings would make it less serious. Didn't. I'm lost. There's still a part of me that hopes we'll sit down, talk, and maybe try to rebuild. But that hope is shrinking each day. Maybe I was wrong about what love can endure. Maybe some betrayals really are unforgivable. Then, this morning came the final blow. Our landlord called out of nowhere, asking me about the lease. My fiancé had already terminated it. He never told me. He didn't ask. He just did it. I stood frozen, holding the phone, realizing the life we were building was being dismantled without me. I know I hurt him. I know I broke his trust. I don't expect forgiveness overnight. But I thought at the very least we'd talk. That there would be some closure, even if it ended in goodbye. Instead, he just vanished. No conversation, no last words, just gone. Even our shared friends are drifting away. He's erased me from every part of his life. In desperation, I called his mother. I shouldn't have. She never liked me. From the very start, she looked down on me. Her voice was cold, almost satisfied. She told me about the wedding, how he canceled the venue, the cake, everything. Step by step, he's been undoing our future. And I was the last to know. She made it clear she was glad. She never thought I was good enough for her son. And now she had proof. I wanted to scream, to tell her this was between me and him, not her. But I stayed silent, listening as she described my future disappearing. I thought love could withstand anything. I thought we were stronger. But maybe I was wrong. Some endings come suddenly, without warning, without a final conversation. Maybe this is one of them. I don't blame him for his pain. I understand his anger. What I can't understand is why he refuses to face me. After 9 years together, don't I deserve at least one conversation? To hear from him directly if this is truly the end. But he won't give me that. Instead, he's fading away little by little, pulling himself out of my life as if I never existed. I'm heartbroken. And yes, I know that sounds strange coming from the one who caused all of this. But I didn't expect silence to feel so permanent. I don't want to accept that it's over. Yet each day, it feels harder to imagine us finding our way back. Maybe he's already decided. Maybe he's just waiting for me to accept it. Still, I need him to say the words. I need him to look me in the eyes and end it. Until then, I'm stuck, waiting for closure that may never come. I'm 31 now. I've been with my partner, a 41-year-old man, for 9 years. For 7 of those he battled alcohol. I stayed through all the chaos. I saved him more than once, forgave more than I should. After an arrest last year, he finally quit drinking. He's been sober since, but he still lives in fear of slipping again. I tell myself he won't, but how can I be sure? I feel guilty admitting this, but I reconnected with an old friend through email. And suddenly I had someone who really listened. We shared thoughts, feelings, everything. My partner doesn't do that. He talks at me, not with me. Even when he listens, he doesn't engage. On top of that, he makes cutting remarks disguised as jokes about politics, religion, identity. Conversations with him turned sharp and painful. I suggested therapy, but he refused, and eventually I stopped asking. All we can do together is watch TV, play games, or get high. Anything deeper feels impossible. I'm not happy. He insists he is, and says the problems are mine to fix. I'm supposed to change my feelings so everything seems fine. But I can't. I realize now I've been emotionally cheating, searching for connection I wasn't getting at home. I know I need to leave. I've tried before. I even ended things a few months ago. But he accused me of abandoning him and the pets. The guilt pulled me back. I wish I hadn't returned. I still tell him I love him. And I do, but not in the way that lasts forever. I've rehearsed breaking up so many times, but the words never come out. I'm terrified he'll hate me forever. Maybe I should just tell him it's over without mentioning the emotional affair. It was recent, and really, it only happened because everything else had already fallen apart. For years, I've been gone emotionally. I'm sorry for him, for us, but I can't keep silencing myself just to keep the peace. I want more. Someone to share my mind and heart with. I know what I have to do. I just need to find the strength to finally say it.